This segment is sponsored by North American Banking Company. Go to nabanco.com to learn more. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Ladies and gentlemen, our very special guest, Jim Melis. Good morning, Jim.
Hi, how are you guys?
So Catherine and I were watching a bunch of videos. You're Greek?
Oh, yeah. I mean, if I was there, you could tell right away. I have the one eyebrow, the big nose, the hairy back, the whole thing. So, all our men and women, we kind of look like that and everything. But yes.
Here we go.
The song of his people.
Exactly.
That's his alarm.
That's his alarm every morning.
Opa! Each morning.
I want to thank you because our good friend Kostaki Economopoulos, your name's a little easier to say.
Yeah. We have a short name. My family's from a tiny island called Chios. Most of the names there are short. All that we lucked out.
I wonder why that did happen. It's not a completely different culture. It's just a different little island.
Maybe they're lazy.
It's sort of like saying the North, the South. You know, they all have different dialects, different styles, different food. I mean, it's all Greek, but it's just a touch off. You know, like we don't fry butter up here, but they do it in the South, that kind of thing.
That kind of deal. Actually, one of the golf courses we belong to up here is about half Greek, and it's rather interesting.
Wow, they have Greeks in Minnesota, huh? Wow.
Well, they're not all, sponge divers, Jim.
Oh, dear.
I tell you this.
Racism at its worst.
Not racism. Greeks came over to Tarpon Springs to...
Tarpon Springs,
in Florida, yeah.
Tarpon Springs in Florida. It's a true story.
Yeah. That's where all the Greeks go to die. You know, they get old. They go to Tarpon Springs, that area out there.
It's a beautiful area, actually.
Well, to tell you the truth, I have many Greek friends at this golf course I was talking about, and one of the guys, my favorite guy, he's probably 79 or 80 now. I like to sit down with him. His name is John Satsos. And we talk philosophy. It's a ball to talk philosophy with him. It's amazing.
Yeah. The Greeks love that. They invented it. I mean, they kind of. That's the big thing. If you go to Greece, they have like a saying: for every man, there's two chairs. One to put their feet up and talk and all that kind of stuff. It's very relaxing place out there.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Do I hear children in the background?
I think your tropical bird is loose.
Again.
Stop roast the toucan.
You hear children? That's probably my son crying in some other room.
You're a new father, aren't you? Didn't you have a kid recently?
Yeah. It's wild and crazy having a kid. I didn't expect it to be, and I have a good one. I have an easy one, and it's still torture. I'm always tired, the whole 9 yards. But yeah, he was born right on Thanksgiving Day. So the best part was I didn't have to hang out with my family and all that stuff. The baby, the baby's getting cranked out. We're off to the hospital. Turkey's in the fridge. Help yourselves. Just don't be here when we get back.
That's a nice touch.
Get out.
One thing about talking to Johnny Satsos and his brother Tommy and all those guys, they constantly talk about their families in a very good way or a very very bad way or what. They're always talking about their families. That's pretty common in the Greek culture, isn't it? All Greeks, it's kind of like a thing. Everything is part of the family. In fact, they're not really religious, but they go to church and they do this every Sunday so they could be around their family. The whole thing, everything's family and food too. There's food and family all the time, constantly. You spend a lot of time on stage talking about your family?
Oh, definitely. I talk about my wife, my ex-wife, my nephew, son. Now the son. I have tons of material on the new baby because all this is new. I mean, all the time you got to figure out ways to do work with poop in your hair and just dealing with the new son. And again, I was telling you, I have a great kid. He actually sleeps through the night, and I hear this is unheard of in the baby world. All these other parents think we know some secret, but he just started doing it one day. After
Uzo.
2 months old, he just started doing it.
Maybe it is Uzo. That's a possibility.
Yeah. My wife's from the South, so she's a wild turkey fan, and Uzo. That we put a drop or two in their milk, it helps.
So I got to believe that your closer, if you're talking about your family, your closer has to be the ex-wife. I would imagine that's the big material, huh?
well, it's strange because I actually like my wife, the new one, and all that. So,
the latest.
The first one. I mean, I thought I did the whole 9 yards. I guess I did the test marriage and the practice whole thing, and got it right the second time. But with the first one, I don't know if you'd call it the closer, but I definitely get a lot of laughs. People like, the easy humor is the mean stuff. Like when you're mean about someone, they kind of like that a little bit more.
Well, they do. That's
the nice stuff.
So
but yeah, I mean, my wife does have amazing thing. My wife now, she never like puts me in those traps, where she says, "Does my butt look big in this thing?" I never have to answer that type of question.
Well,
and no one touches my thingies quite the way she does. No, good pluses that she has. Are you allowed to say thingies on podcasts?
No, you can say
we
whatever.
don't to say thingies.
You can say whatever you want on a podcast. You can swear as much as you want. It's
but you
not
don't
a problem.
have to talk about that if you don't want to.
I don't, and all that stuff. That's the worst it gets. I mean, I said poop once, that kind of thing. I don't get too dirty there. All that stuff.
Well, you do have a 1-year-old
running around. I'm looking at your website here, and you guys are all good-looking people. I mean, you look like Marlon Brando a little bit.
I look a
little bit.
Uncanny, isn't it?
He stole my image. He said, "Tom, I'm gonna make this movie." So,
everybody looks great and all that. Here, I'm the ugliest guy all the time. Any room I walk in, I'm the guy with the big head and the big nose and all that good stuff.
No, you're not.
And you were saying the Greeks. The Greeks, they also love to tell you what's wrong with you all the time. That's the reason I know I have a big head. This head has been the same size since I was 2 years old. I know these things because of my mom. She's been telling me ever since I was a kid and all that.
She's telling you since you were 2 years old you got a big head?
Yeah. Like she would say things like, "It's not a big head; it's a fat head." Fat heads are a compliment. You could attract a better wife. But again, they love to ridicule you and constantly. They feel like they're helping you. You know your flaws, and now you can get on with your life and all that stuff.
No, it's very true. That's very true. Just get on with it. Being honest. There's nothing wrong with being honest. No question about that.
Yeah, that's how they look at it. You could be honest without telling somebody. I mean, telling somebody they're a pig dog or something. You could be honest.
Yeah.
You don't have to go out of your way to. But they that's how they do it. I mean, all the time. They're just nasty to your face constantly, and they don't even realize it.
No, it's not like, Minnesota.
Sounds like the Germans.
Yeah, there you go. In Minnesota, we have the reputation it's a Minnesota nice thing, but the problem is they're nice to your face, and then they stab you right in the back is the problem. At least with
Tony does that all the time.
And who's that? I didn't hear that.
Minnesotans.
The Minnesotans.
Yeah.
I mean, the most I don't know much. I just know Fargo, right? The movie, right?
Oh, well, that's great.
Tom hates that movie. I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting when I called. I was expecting to hear Fargo-type voices, that kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
That kind of deal.
We could do that.
Be careful.
That's wild there. You guys got a good rap. Everyone thinks you're the sweet people, and here, I grew up in Jersey. I mean, I was born in Manhattan, but I grew up mostly in Jersey, and no matter where you're from, everyone thinks Jersey is the armpit of the world all the time.
That's kind of true.
Not all of Jersey. There's very nice parts of Jersey.
No, that they think that.
There's gorgeous. I mean, if you look it up, Jersey is got the most millionaires per capita than any other state. I mean, so it must be kind of nice to live there if there's so many millionaires out there. But everyone still thinks. I mean, I do it all the time. I do. I'll tell somebody, "Hey, you have a cute accent. Where are you from? Jersey?" Boom, right there. They hate you. What? The whole thing. Like I did that to a cab driver. He's like, "I am not from Jersey. Get out of my cab right now." The whole thing. They just get very angry.
Was that your Somali accent?
That was East Russian, I think.
That was the East Russian accent. From Bradshaw and Bryant, Michael Bryant. What's up, Pally?
Oh, not much. Doing my usual thing of telling people they shouldn't be texting and driving. In Minnesota, you can't have your phone in your hands. You can use, hands-free, but you can't have your phone in your hands for whatever reason. And that's why they made the law the way they did, so that police officers could see a phone in your hand and you got no excuse for why you got it there.
Do people know that that's the law?
I hope so. I mean, they used to follow it, and then kind of COVID kind of made people forget, and now it's like a freewheeling world out there with cell phones.
Let's say you get pulled over because you do have a phone in your hand and you're not watching where you're going. You got to be in pretty big trouble then, I would guess.
Well, the first one's not as bad. It's the multiple ones, the problem. And once people start stacking them up, then they have a big problem. And then what we're doing in car accidents is we've started bringing motions for punitive damages, because I'm trying to use the civil law any way we can to stop this, because it needs to stop.
Whenever I'd had any problems in my life, who was that I called again? It was like an MB, something like that.
Bradshaw and Bryant.
I'm talking with my friends Michael Bilski and Brad Huckle of North American Banking Company. Guys, business owners have had to deal with a lot over the last few years, haven't they?
They sure have, Tommy. We pride ourselves on being able to help our customers with the challenges they face.
Our business bankers are experts and are always ready to help our customers capitalize on opportunities and solve problems.
Loan decisions come quickly because they're made here in the Twin Cities and not shipped out of state like at some of the national banks in town.
This allows our customers to expand their businesses with confidence, knowing that they have our team of experts in their corner.
Okay, so now you give me this big thing at the end. Way to go.
Well, you are the professional.
Oh, I forgot. Look, I know Brad and Mike, and I trust them with my banking. They've personally delivered on everything they've just said, so why not bank with my banker? North American Banking Company, a better banking experience, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Does thinking about retirement make you uncomfortable? Sometimes the anxiety for wondering if you've saved enough can be overwhelming. But what if I told you that you could ease those tensions in just 48 minutes? My guy, Josh Arnold, Mr. Money Talk, can sit down with you and get you on the right track for your financial future. Josh has navigated it all when it comes to uncertain market and economic conditions, and he'll always provide straight talk. Never sugar-coated advice on how to reach the finish line with your retirement goals. Don't let your financial worries give you an ulcer or keep you from calling Josh right now. His 48-minute no-obligation consultation could be just what you need to feel better about your future. Call Josh today at 952-925-5608. Set up your free 48-minute no-obligation consultation. That's 952-925-5608. Investment services offered by Josh Arnold Investment Consultant, LLC Security Investment Advisor. Past performance is no guarantee of future results. All investments must involve risk. You know that. All comments and opinions of Josh Arnold do not constitute investment advice. I am a paid endorser.
Well, you have the Pine Barrens. The Pine Barrens are beautiful.
Yeah. Like I grew up in Hoboken, Weehawken area. That's like where Frank Sinatra was from, and that's where that's the part they make fun of. The where the people talk funny. That area there.
But isn't Hoboken now like pretty ritzy now, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, definitely. People figured out it's like 2 minutes from Wall Street.
Right.
You just hop on a train or a ferry or a bus, and you're 5 minutes away, 2 minutes away, and so now the property value's shot up around there. So everything's pretty, and it looks like Greenwich Village if you know, like a tiny Greenwich Village if you know New York City.
No, there's no question about it. It's a very nice area.
Jim, how in the world does a CFO get into comedy? That's what I want to know. How do you do the math in your head first? See that's a good decision.
I didn't hear that last part. I have what in my head?
I said, how does a guy actually justify that in his own head that he's going to go from being a CFO into stand-up comedy?
Oh, it was real strange. I've been either a banker or some sort of finance guy for the last, I guess, for 22 years, something like that. And I was at a party one day, and it was about 13, 14 years ago. I was at a party, and some guy is like, "You have a weird way of saying stories." He happened to be a comedy agent. You tell stories in a very mellow, slow, methodical way, and it's funny even when you're not trying to be. And I'm like, thank you, I guess, that he was, and he said, write some stuff down, and we'll stick you up on stage and see how it goes. And again, I'm afraid of crowds and speaking in public, the whole thing. So, I puked twice. I mean, it was at the
Did you really?
Yeah, it was
sure.
The first time I ever went up was the Comic Strip Live. I don't know if you know New York, but that's
wow.
Even though the place might look crappy or something, this is a heavy-hitting place. This is where Chris Rock was discovered. Seinfeld used to say there's no better spot than the Saturday night spot at Comic Strip. All that kind of stuff. All the big guys were discovered there. Eddie Murphy and Adam Sandler, all that kind of thing. And so now I'm here where all these greats walked by and all that stuff, and been, so I went in their bathroom, puked 2 times, got up there, and again, you got a picture. I'm coming from the office, suit and tie, got the coffee in one hand, the briefcase, just walk right up on stage and start telling everyone my problems, and it was great. It was like the best feeling in the world because the audience connected. They started laughing where they were supposed to, and all that stuff.
That
and I was like, "This is great." So it felt like talking to a psychiatrist or a therapist without talking to one, and all that. So the audience, I kind of get to tell them my problems. They think I'm not telling the truth, that I'm joking, so they laugh, and everybody walks away happy. But it's all true. At least 99% of it is.
Tom, you throw up before the podcast every day, right?
Every day. I do a morning radio show here in town as well, so I throw up before the morning radio show, and then I throw up before the podcast.
Yeah, I even threw up. Yeah, exactly. I threw up right before this thing. It's just a thing. I mean, I was in the hallway, and again, the greats are always around and all that stuff, and I was in the hallway, and this was a long time ago. George Carlin even said something like, when you throw up, that's a good thing, and that's it. He just walked out and all that. You try harder when you throw up.
Of course, he died young. That's one problem. But,
So your kid is putting poop in your hair and you're vomiting explosively. That's a nice combo.
Yeah, the kid, the kid is great, and he hates all my jokes. I mean, he hates everything. I try it all out on him, and he'll be like, "What do I care about alternate side of the street parking? You know how long it'll be before I can drive?" By the way, that's the only accent I can do. That's like Tony Soprano and all that. So my wife, my son, my dad, they all sound like one of the Sopranos there.
Yeah, whatever. When are we going to get you to come to Minnesota?
Oh, I'd love to go out there. I mean, I know that my people are looking, calling up the clubs out there and everything, and hopefully I'll be out there soon. I basically get calls and they tell me where to go next.
Yeah, well, that's how that is how it goes. That's very true.
How long have you been doing stand-up now?
Well, roughly 13 years. I stopped for a while, maybe around the 9/11 time, because it was a little rough out in New York. Nobody wanted to be funny, and it was very strange. But also because I would come back from clubs, and my wife at the time, now she's the ex, she hated my stuff. She hated everything about my stuff. I mean, she not because it was about her, but because it was true and about her.
Okay.
Oh, no. And like me talking about our private stuff to complete strangers. And I told her I don't like when you get drunk and show your private stuff to
the big crowds.
That kind of thing. And all the time we would fight. So just picture it. You'd be at a club, you come home at 3 or 4 in the morning, and so how was your day? And I tell her, and I can't believe you said that. You're talking, all that kind of. And then there's a fight at 3 or 4 in the morning because I told 200 people, about my wife's thingies or boobies or something like that.
You're a nice Greek boy, aren't you?
Yeah. My parents show up a lot to these things, and they think they're supportive. They actually heckle me, and they think they're being supportive.
Well, that'll happen.
They yell out "fat
I think
head."
in the old days, I said like a one-liner. I don't do one-liners. I just tell stories, kind of like a Bill Cosby, but less black, I guess, than Bill Cosby and all that stuff. But yes. I do, and I said a one-liner there. I forget what it was exactly. It was a long time ago. I said something like, it was a great childhood. My bath toys were like a toaster and a radio. And my dad yelled out, and it didn't work.
That is
excellent. He's very quick with this stuff. Yeah, it was fun.
Jim Melis, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for being with us, Jim. Great talking to you, sir.
Oh, thank you.
Well, get to Minnesota. We'd love to come see you live.
Yeah, I'd love to go out there. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
I was like, is that his wife?
For Brad, John Bryant, Michael Bryant. Michael, what's up?
Dealing with another case where a person gave a statement to the adjuster because they thought the person was really friendly.
Is that a good idea?
Well, the problem is they know the law when they call you up. And while you're trying to be fair and you're trying to get help, the reality is there are questions you get asked that the way you answer them make a big difference. And people put themselves in trouble. And when they aren't in trouble, they didn't do anything wrong. But suddenly the adjuster's got a statement that can blow up their case completely.
What has caused people to be so untrustworthy, I guess is the best way I could put it? They take advantage.
Well, insurance companies have hired adjusters whose job it is to deal with unrepresented people. So they're supposed to kind of lure them in, call them every day, see how they're doing. And people are like, oh, I'm doing pretty good. Where the reality is they've kind of adjusted to their problem that they've got going on. So it's not that they're completely better, but the way they say it gets to be a problem. And that's why having somebody who can explain your rights, represent you, make sure that you understand the law before you give a statement can make a big difference in your case.
Michael Bryant, Bradshaw and Bryant. I'm talking with my friends Michael Bilski and Brad Huckle of North American Banking Company. Guys, business owners have had to deal with a lot over the last few years, haven't they?
They sure have, Tommy. We pride ourselves on being able to help our customers with the challenges they face.
Our business bankers are experts and are always ready to help our customers capitalize on opportunities and solve problems.
Loan decisions come quickly because they're made here in the Twin Cities and not shipped out of state like at some of the national banks in town.
This allows our customers to expand their businesses with confidence, knowing that they have our team of experts in their corner.
Okay, so now you give me this big thing at the end. Way to go.
Well, you are the professional.
Oh, I forgot. Look, I know Brad and Mike, and I trust them with my banking. They've personally delivered on everything they've just said, so why not bank with my banker? North American Banking Company, a better banking experience, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Does thinking about retirement make you uncomfortable? Sometimes the anxiety for wondering if you've saved enough can be overwhelming. But what if I told you that you could ease those tensions in just 48 minutes? My guy, Josh Arnold, Mr. Money Talk, can sit down with you and get you on the right track for your financial future. Josh has navigated it all when it comes to uncertain market and economic conditions, and he'll always provide straight talk. Never sugar-coated advice on how to reach the finish line with your retirement goals. Don't let your financial worries give you an ulcer or keep you from calling Josh right now. His 48-minute no-obligation consultation could be just what you need to feel better about your future. Call Josh today at 952-925-5608. Set up your free 48-minute no-obligation consultation. That's 952-925-5608. Investment services offered by Josh Arnold Investment Consultant, LLC Security Investment Advisor. Past performance is no guarantee of future results. All investments must involve risk. You know that. All comments and opinions of Josh Arnold do not constitute investment advice. I am a paid endorser.
This part of the show is brought to you by Mr. Money Talk, Josh Arnold. Call Josh today for your free 48-minute evaluation, 952-925-5608. Look at that. We got all that taken care of right there.
You got the business done.
Yes. I'm telling you, if these allergies don't go away, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Mine are awful, too.
It's just unbelievable.
I tried putting eye drops in yesterday, and then it felt like my eyeballs were going to explode just because. Have you ever used those drops?
Oh, yeah. The Visine AC, the something for allergies. Oh, my God. It's so painful.
Oh, you Bernardos, you got the allergies.
Yeah, we do.
Got allergies.
Uncomfortable symptoms.
It's so hard for me to breathe and have a post-nasal drip.
I found Jim Melis to be an interesting character because he does stand-up comedy. He's very good at it, and he will not say anything beyond boobies and poop.
Yeah, it's unusual.
It's really unusual for a comedian. Well, Louis Anderson's kind of like that.
Seinfeld.
Seinfeld's the same way.
Cosby.
Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't swear in his stand-up? Seinfeld?
No.
I thought he did.
No.
Oh.
Or Cosby.
Interesting.
No, Cosby never did.
No, he
I
never
love
did.
Bill Cosby.
Well, back in the day, I mean, you couldn't really say that much back then.
At what age can I show my kids Bill Cosby himself? Pretty close, I think. They're 12 and 9.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't think there's anything inappropriate.
Oh, I think so, absolutely.
It's time for them to see that, just because they're at that age where you want to make sure they've got a decent sense of humor, and they're trying.
I remember my brothers having those
Yeah.
vinyl albums, the Chicken Heart That Ate New York or something. What
Yeah.
do you remember
Well,
that?
I had the Steve Martin album, and I think you gave that
Let's Get Small
to the family. Was he on Capitol with his?
I don't know if he was.
Because we had the
I thought he was on Warner Brothers.
Was he? We had the Steve Martin album.
Yes, we have all that stuff.
And all the Bob Seger albums.
Yes,
He's
all
so
about
crazy.
What time is it? We've got to call Diamond
We have 2
Dallas.
minutes.
Oh,
You got 2 minutes.
okay, so we can chat.
You know what ended up happening to our Beatles
Wanna talk
collection?
to him.
What?
My father put it in a storage shed in Phoenix.
And melted the entire
no,
thing.
Warped.
Man, was I pissed off about that.
Oh my God!
Now you have some great ashtrays.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Every one
That's
of them?
exactly right.
Yes, they were. Well, it was 120 degrees. In
Are
the
they
summer.
worth anything?
Oh,
Final?
hell
Not
yeah.
anymore.
And
Actually,
I mean,
yes,
if
they
you
are.
had, if you had some that
Really?
were,
If you had the complete Beatles collection on vinyl right now, it would be worth a ton.
Well, I meant yours.
what's a ton?
Oh,
like
mine?
$400?
Oh, had
Your
they not been
melty
melted?
ones.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, in
It'd have
real.
to be pristine
Oh, in real life,
condition.
no. Vinyl's coming back. I mean, there's
It
a
is.
lot of people that are collecting them.
The
Getting
hipsters.
The hipsters are.
Well, the sound quality is the best.
It's very rich.
It is indeed.
Isn't it rich?
We need to mention, as a matter of fact, we don't need to mention it, but it'd be kind of interesting to talk about approach to comedy. We've what is this, our 25th podcast, something like that?
Yes.
Seems
For
like,
real?
Only seems like 100.
That seems like
I was going to tell us we're doing it wrong. And your approach to comedy
By the way,
sucks.
we're changing everything.
FYI.
getting everyone, all these different angles at what comedy is and what humor is, which is one of the intentions of doing the podcast, is to really, look at many different, like Kim Valentine was a great guest yesterday talking about the Smile Network. But I like looking at the different angles of comedy. When you go from Jim Melis to a guy like Joey Diaz, there's quite a difference in the approach to comedy.
Although they're both storytellers.
Yep.
Speaking of their families and their upbringings and experiences.
You know what I found out this morning on the KQ Morning Show, and it floored me.
Tell us.
Hopefully, Mom and Andy won't know who this is, but
I will.
How do you know?
Tony
what I know?
Siragusa was on with us this morning. You know the guy that does the end zone reports?
Yeah.
Yes.
You're right, I don't know.
Tony Siragusa and Joey Coco Diaz's voice are identical. I mean,
wow.
I thought it was Joey calling in as a joke or something, right?
Yeah, but
I know,
The
I was-
Italian family that took him in is probably the reason for that, because he sounds Italian.
Yeah, he does.
But what's interesting is I pointed out on the air,
It was eerie.
I said, God, Tony Siragusa sounds just like Joey Coco Diaz. And do you know where they're from? I said, I know that Joey's from New Jersey. Where's Tony Siragusa from? They grew up like 16 miles apart.
All right, let's call.
It was all like Tony. I was talking to the neighbor.
Hand this
Diamond
back to me when you're done.
Best friend.
I was talking to my neighbor.
We don't want to publish any guests'
It's
numbers
weird
because there
that
might be some crazies
each of
out
his names is a word.
Diamond.
Diamond, Dallas.
Page. You know his real name is like Paige Finkenberg or something like that?
Oh.
Gosh.
Get this auto
I'm sure he'll love it if we call him Paige Finkenberg.
Can I put you in a headlock?
Do you have his
Andy,
info?
hand me that sheet back, please.
Yeah, I need.
Give me the sheet.
Right.
Hello,
DDP, is it you?
it's me. Who's this?
This is Tom Barnard, the Tom Barnard
Who's
Podcast.
calling?
My wife, Catherine.
Hey.
Yo,
We've only been trying to
yo.
book you for like a month. You're a popular guy.
No big deal.
You spent some time in Minnesota, did you not, with the AWA?
I was there with the AWA for a while, and we headlined there a bunch of times with WCW. So
Yeah, and the WCW as well, that's right. Well, you started out as a manager, did you not?
yes, I did. I thought I was too old to wrestle. I tried wrestling when I was 22, but it didn't work out for me, like a lot of people. And got away from it, got back in the nightclub business pretty strong, and then one day I just thought, man, maybe I could do this as a manager. And I put a video together with a bunch of guys who wanted to be wrestlers and sent it into the AWA, and a guy named Rob Rustin called me up and said, Diamond Dallas Page, I'm bringing you and your guys in for a tryout. Like, well, those guys can't wrestle. And they're like, what do you mean they can't wrestle? I said, well, it's like a secret society. No one really knows how to, they don't know how to, get in. So I figured, well, I can manage right now. And they're like, don't call us, we'll call you. And then a guy named Paul Heyman, Bully Gagevich, his name at the time, he's all over WWE right now. He left there and went to another organization, left the hole open for a young guy with a good rap, and that's how I really got the gig, because Paul quit.
Of course, the AWA based in Minnesota. As a kid growing up, watching the wrestlers who could talk. I mean, started way back with the Crusher. What fascinated me about the Crusher was, I loved to watch him wrestle, but when he came walking out with a cigar in his mouth and started laying lip on the main announcer, it was, as a kid, that was just exciting as hell to watch. It was wonderful.
They were like superheroes.
Yes.
Yeah, it's funny you say that. I was at a Pep Boys the other day. A girl was starting. I was helping her do something there, and when the guy goes, "Oh my God," and he's talking to me for like 10 minutes. So he goes, "Good GP," and he like jumped back. He goes, "You were like a superhero to me growing up."
That's exactly
was
right.
Vern Gagne the Crusher?
No, Vern Gagne.
No, he was Vern Gagne.
Okay, sorry. I thought he had a name, like a cool name.
God, speaking of that, DDP, did you know what happened to Vern Gagne?
Well, I know he got dementia.
I got some bad news for you. He killed someone in the residence.
Oh my God!
He got a pile driver and it killed him.
Oh my God!
He got into an argument with another resident of the memory care facility. Gave the guy the pile driver and killed him.
Yeah.
Wow!
Oh my!
I didn't know that.
So you understand that everybody seated at this table considers you to be a superhero. You got that part covered, right? So, although I don't think the guys these days are as good at the rap as you guys were, I just don't think they're as good.
It's not. Some of them are really good, and some of them it's tough because I wrote all my own stuff.
Right.
Like no one gave me a script. For me, I got to write all my own stuff. To me, it was real. When I came out there, when I walked through, out of the dressing room, it's on. And
right.
I'm an actor. I lived that part. And in the beginning, there was a lot of things I was trying to figure out who Diamond Dallas Page was. Once Page Joseph Falkenberg. You can tell I was never going to draw any money with that name, right?
Threatening. Very threatening.
The superhero Falkenberg.
Once Page Joseph Falkenberg stopped trying to be Diamond Dallas Page, this over-the-top wrestling persona, and Diamond Dallas Page started taking on the characteristics of Page Joseph Falkenberg, that's when my career took off. And that's an ass enough to take no for an answer. I mean, that's who I really am. It worked.
It certainly did work. 3-time WCW World Heavyweight Champion and many other titles, as a matter of fact. We have to talk about this viral video sensation. This is an amazing story. Can you tell us the story of DDP Yoga and Arthur? What a fascinating story that is.
That was an amazing video.
It's amazing. Before I get into Arthur, you have to understand that I'm a guy who wouldn't be caught dead doing yoga the first 42 years of my life.
Okay.
But I didn't start wrestling until I was 35.
Right.
So I was constantly looking for ways to hold back the hands of time. Organic juicing, deep muscle massage therapy. I was the first wrestler to ever ice his body, ever. Like the NFL, NBA, they're not allowed to leave until they've iced their knees down and their backs and stuff.
Right.
In professional wrestling is a sign of macho, not.
Right.
Do it. Like, what are you doing with ice on your knees? I don't know. I'm 35 years old.
They hurt.
And I'm like, I want to be around for a while. But no, now everybody ices their body. But I was actually the first to do it. My career didn't take off until I was 40. That was 1996. It was off the charts. 97, 98, I was rated number 4 wrestler in the world by Pro Wrestling Illustrated. And then I ruptured my L4 and L5.
Oh.
So doctor said I was done. 3 different doctors said I was done. I was still doing a rehab. I've rehabbed both shoulder surgeries, both knee surgery. So I know a little about rehab. Around that time, I was still married, and my wife was like, "Why don't you try doing yoga to heal your body?" I'm like, yoga? I'm not doing yoga.
It's for girls.
And
sounds like you, Dan. Yoga.
So that's all I want people to know. Before I explain this, they need to know that I'm a guy who wouldn't be caught dead doing yoga. But I didn't have a choice. And once I actually started to do it, man, first couple of weeks I started to feel some flexibility and core strength coming back. So I started mixing it with my rehab. Then I added in old school calisthenics, squats, crunches, push-ups, and I did them with a slow burn movement. And what I found out is every time that, when you're moving in a push-up slow, you're engaging all your muscles. And it doesn't matter if you're impact or not. And this leads right into Arthur, because Arthur was disabled. And I'm talking about knee braces, back brace, and wraparound canes around his wrist. He limped around like that for 15 years. He couldn't do an impact workout.
neither could I.
Right.
So when it was all said and done, I developed this workout that was zero impact, kick-ass cardio, and dramatically increase your flexibility and your core strength conditioning. So that's what DDP yoga is. And I took out all the spiritual mumbo-jumbo and threw it out. And not that there's anything wrong. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It just wasn't for me. And I know there's a lot of other people, men and women, who feel the same way. Arthur got the program. This is like 6 years ago, this February. And he started doing it first couple of weeks because he's on my eating plan. It's not, you'll never hear me use the word diet, but not go on a diet. What's the first three letters of the word diet? Tell me one that works. They don't.
No,
lifestyle changes work. Arthur lost 20 pounds and 4 inches off his stomach the first 2 weeks.
That's amazing.
So over the next 10 months, he would lose 140 pounds. He ended up losing the knee braces, the back brace, and the wraparound canes, not only to walk, but to run. You saw the video. What did you think when you saw it?
Oh, I thought it was absolutely amazing. I mean, when he first started doing yoga, he was sitting there trying to balance even for 2 seconds. He was falling over. I mean, he really couldn't do anything.
No.
And then just watching the progression, I was like, is this a joke?
Yeah, Dad, you were like, that's not real.
Because, I mean, it was just like such a huge transformation. You were like, he could have maybe faked the balance stuff, but, I mean, the weight loss and just how he looked was amazing.
CGI tricks.
Yeah.
If you really knew him, you would never think in a million years it was even possible that anyone could fake that, because he was embarrassed as hell. I just happened to grow up ADD and dyslexic. I was reading at third grade level at the age of 30 before I finally made a decision I was going to learn how to read proficiently. And it took many, many, many years. But it's funny that when God does things, sometimes puts people, around each other. Here's a guy who could really help me reading when I was younger. And he's a teacher who works 70 hours a week, teaching kids and adults with learning disabilities. And he said one of the most embarrassing things that ever happened to him was that he was, gimping around in front of the class, and his cane got caught on something, and he fell flat on his face. The whole thing about falling is it's not about how many times you fall. It's about how many times you get back up again.
Does thinking about retirement make you uncomfortable? Sometimes the anxiety for wondering if you've saved enough can be overwhelming. But what if I told you that you could ease those tensions in just 48 minutes? My guy, Josh Arnold, Mr. Money Talk, can sit down with you and get you on the right track for your financial future. Josh has navigated it all when it comes to uncertain market and economic conditions, and he'll always provide straight talk. Never sugar-coated advice on how to reach the finish line with your retirement goals. Don't let your financial worries give you an ulcer or keep you from calling Josh right now. His 48-minute no-obligation consultation could be just what you need to feel better about your future. Call Josh today at 952-925-5608. Set up your free 48-minute no-obligation consultation. That's 952-925-5608. Investment services offered by Josh Arnold Investment Consultant, LLC Security Investment Advisor. Past performance is no guarantee of future results. All investments must involve risk. You know that. All comments and opinions of Josh Arnold do not constitute investment advice. I am a paid endorser.
Join us for the 67th Annual GSTA Rod and Custom Spectacular presented by Brainerd International Raceway. Saturday, April 12th, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Sunday, April 13th from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. This year's show shifts into high gear at its new location, Canterbury Park Expo Center in Shakopee, Minnesota. Get ready for more horsepower than Canterbury Park has ever seen at Minnesota's oldest indoor motorized extravaganza. Known as the unofficial kickoff to the car show season, this event is a must-see for enthusiasts, families, and anyone who loves incredible rods, customs, and classics, and free parking. Adults are $18, children ages 6 to 16 are $7, and kids under 6 get in for free. For tickets and more information, visit gstarodcustom.com.
Now, Alex, you should tell Diamond Dallas Page about your reaction to the video when you first saw it, because your boyfriend showed it to you, right? Dan showed it to you.
Yeah, my boyfriend is very into YouTube, and he was like, watch this video I found earlier, and showed me the video, and I started crying. Then a couple weeks later, my mom was like, I might have this guy that did this thing. Watch this video. He might be on the podcast. And she showed it to me. I was like, oh my gosh, it's crazy.
So thanks a lot there, DDP. You made my daughter cry.
In a good way, though.
Yeah, it's not hard to get me to cry. That's precious things.
She found it very, very touching.
No, well, we had ulterior motives to talk to you, too, because I've been trying to get Tom here to get in shape for, I don't know, 100 years.
100.
Mr. Excuse, and yoga's for women, and I can't do it. Yeah. And I'm like, look at this guy.
Well, you can't say that anymore because Chris Jericho, he is, right?
Yes, absolutely.
He headlined WrestleMania. He 2 different doctors that he went to said, you're done. You herniated your L4. He heard it in wrestling over the years, but he never felt it because it wasn't the straw that broke the camel's back. That happened on Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah. So bottom line is they say he's done. Well, he's got $1 million contract to go back to. And bottom line is they're saying he's done. He saw that video of Arthur, and he said, D, can you send me your program? Absolutely. I take care of all the boys. And in 3 months, he was 95% pain-free, and he headlined against CM Punk at WrestleMania. It was awesome. NFL guys, MMA guys doing it. That's the superhero guys. The guys who are in real life, they're everywhere. And that's what's so great about this program. Anyone can do it. We have a guy named Slim right now. Started at 601 pounds.
Oh, my God.
What'd they call him before?
He is down 489 pounds in just over 3 months. Anybody who's 100 or more pounds overweight, you have a serious problem with wheat and dairy. You know the wheat's not real wheat anymore. It's genetically modified.
Right.
It's pretty much chemicals. It's why our country is so obese. And it's starting to go around the world, too.
Are you gluten-free?
Absolutely. You know, wheat's almost like, it's an addiction.
Right.
Just like cigarettes, just like caffeine, just like drugs.
Beer.
And you want to have that wheat brownie. But if I can show you on this brown rice brownie right here that tastes just as good or better, wheat will drag you down. It's like a depressant. It makes you lazy. I would say anyone who's big, and a lot of guys as you get older, you've seen everybody's bellies start to get big as you get older, right?
No. Who are you talking to, pal?
Don't you judge.
He said guys.
Okay.
He didn't say guys. He didn't say women.
I thought he meant inclusive.
That's called a wheat belly. Read the book, Wheat Belly, on the bestsellers list. On ddpyoga.com, up on top will be that video of Arthur. If anybody wants to watch it. You know, 'cause it's amazing.
Should watch
We'll also
it,
see
yeah.
it on Good Morning America, The Revolution. There'll be a woman named Stacey Morris up there who was 345 pounds. 18 months later, she's down 185 pounds.
So if I become a client, this is what my wife's giving me the evil eye now.
Not evil, encouraging, adoring, loving,
supportive eye.
If I become a client, so how do I, first of all, you made my daughter cry, and now you're making me go on a diet. Like, I'm not on a diet. No, I'm sorry.
The word diet.
So I go to ddpyoga.com and
Yep, the deal is if I help you, you help others. That's how it rolls.
Will you call Tom every day and yell at him if he won't do it? Ask him if he's been doing his workout? No?
He goes, no.
Well,
I won't.
Thanks.
If the bottom line is he puts the work in, then he has my attention.
Here's what we'll do. How about this? I'll go online today. I'll order the entire set, right?
Yep.
And then could you appear on the podcast once a month so I can give you an update?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I don't mind being gluten free. I don't mind that at all. Can you have a glass of wine or two on it?
I do.
There you go.
Attaboy.
We have a deal.
And that's the best. If you're gonna drink, red wine is really probably your best selection. And if it's liquor, tequila, good tequila, not that Jose Cuervo crap.
I'm a big red wine drinker.
Tommy, I'll come on once a month. I mean, you got my direct number.
But can I ask you a quick question?
Yes.
Tom has a hard time lying down on the ground. He gets dizzy.
I get very dizzy if I lie on my back.
Not after a few glasses of wine.
Very good.
Is that a problem?
There's no on your back stop. It's on your feet. It's in a lunge. It's in a push-up, plank. People who are real yogis, like this yogi snobs, they go, this isn't yoga. This is like inspired yoga, maybe. I go, exactly. It's not yoga. It's DDP yoga. It's its own animal. It ain't your mama's yoga. You say you're going to do this, and you said it in front of your kids, so you really made yourself accountable.
And the world.
And the whole world.
Yes,
More importantly, the world.
No, I think the family.
No, he doesn't listen to us. We've been nagging him for years.
You call me.
This will be a big thing in the state of Minnesota because for me to be doing your program, well, I also do a morning radio show that has the highest ratings in America, as a matter of fact. So millions of people are going to find out that I'm doing this. It'll be pretty interesting.
Dude, that's freaking awesome, man. And well, I'm going to tell you something. When you really know this workout, since you've been on the phone with me, I've never stopped.
No.
Because you caught me in the beginning of, I've been doing it while I've been talking to you.
That is unbelievable. We'll be in touch very soon. We look forward to having you back on the podcast on October 18th, to the 1 month check-in period where you can tell the entire world, hey, you've done a great job, or Tom, you really suck at this. Pick it up.
Awesome. Now, is this your phone number you called me? Is this the number that I can write down? Is this your guys' number?
Are you doing your esophageal exercise? That was kind of muffled. You'd have to say that again.
Underwater yoga.
Yes.
I'm glad you guys hopped on now, because it'll be a great ride. I'll stay on throughout the whole ride.
Oh, absolutely. Like I said, you get me in shape, millions of people will want to buy this. No question about that.
Miracle workers.
All right, sir. We'll talk to you within the week. Thank you very much, DDP.
Bye.
Good day, sir.
Okay.
I knew
He's
he was working out. I knew it.
I know every once in a while.
I thought he was just pacing or something. That's why his phone kept kind of strobing in and out a little bit.
You could tell he was working out.
It's hilarious that he just kept talking right through his workout.
I know. I was like, this is dangerously sounding like an infomercial. We're not promoting his program. We just wanted to talk about the fact that he's got this program.
No, he didn't pay us to come on it.
No. But I was a little bit worried that it's kind of sounded like that for a little while.
Tom, you can sit and you can watch a game and you can eat a whole pan of brown rice brownies.
I make a mean gluten-free chocolate cake, FYI.
All right. Well, I just spoke in front of hundreds of thousands. Order it today, have it shipped, get here tomorrow.
Actually do it.
I am going to
do it.
I might do it too.
I
might do it too. It looks really interesting.
You could be partners in fitness.
You guys could do the podcast and then do the workout.
Get some candles and incense and some cute outfits.
But our heads will still be just as big. That's the weird thing. Even if we lose the weight.
I love it.
This is yoga for badass men.
And you're badass men, you guys.
His attitude was just the greatest. He's very enthusiastic about it. He's very excited about it.
I know, it's nice to hear.
And you only have to do it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, because he couldn't even take a break to do the interview. He had to do it to stay in shape.
See, Dad, that's commitment.
Yeah, he is committed. There's no question about that. There's no getting around it. Buy online by going to the Amazon.com banner at TomBarnardPodcast.com. They don't charge you a penny more. A small portion of what they sell through our site helps support the show, and it's what keeps the show free for our listeners. Click and shop today on the Amazon banner at TomBarnardPodcast.com. Soon to be a much thinner and in shape Tom Barnard Podcast.
Yeah, he'll have a different name. He'll be so different.
This is going to be interesting. It's a challenge, and I need it, so it's good. It'll be a good thing.
Pressure's
Yay, healthy
all right,
father.
Tony, thank you. John, Andy, Alex, Catherine.
Another good
Let's get
day.
some pizza.
Absolutely.
Gluten-free
The Last
pizza is
Supper.
just fine.
Have the last gluten.
Have a good day.